So after way too many delays because of COVID, I finally got my custom cape, and yeah, I finished up my custom Arkham Batman figure, and I'm sort of in love with it. I think he looks perfect. I know a lot of people don't seem to like this body because they think the arms are too long, but I mean, I don't really see it, but then again, I'm not really all that great with proportions anyway. But yeah, let's talk about this cape. So this cape is from OTcustoms. He's done a lot of really cool capes, and I'll put a link in the description to his website. But I don't know, I'm just sort of speechless about how awesome this cape is. So for starters, it's wired. So you get all the posability you want from it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 wires in here, and you can, you can sort of just make it cover him slightly, or you could have it blow in the wind, like that, or you could do like a typical Batman, just flying pose. Well, gliding pose, I guess is a better term for it. Just look how beautiful this cape is. It's like a fake leather type of material. Anyway, onto more of the figure. So I haven't really touched the body at all because I feel like the original paint job is sufficient. Like, there's a nice dry brush of like silver metal here, and also like this belt is nicely rugged as well. Then the body doesn't really need to be too detailed, I feel, personally. I think this grey is alright, and then it creates some natural shadows. So the main thing about this figure is, and the thing that everyone seems to be crazy about, is the head. So this head is the Mattel Arkham City Batman, which I've time and time again said is by far the most accurate, by far the most game accurate Batman head. There is like, there's the Hot Toys one, I guess, but in terms of this scale, like 110, 112, this is by far the most accurate one. Not even, like, the McFarlane one doesn't really look anything like the game Batman. Neither did the DC Direct version, but the Mattel one just sort of nails it for some reason. So what I did here was, originally this head comes from a custom, but I didn't really like that body because the arms didn't go all the way down. That's something I really like about this figure, like the arms go all the way down. And the old figure as well, like the hip movement was awful. The double jointed knees were sort of awful as well. And just in terms of articulation, this guy is an absolute beast. So what I did was I put the custom head onto this body, and then I found out that it was actually too small. So what I had to do was I had to cut a line here on the McFarlane head, and then I had to cut off the custom head, the Mattel head's face, and then I had to put some clay in between, put it on, and then sort of sand and resculpt it so it was seamless, and then I painted it. I don't know, are the horns too long? I feel like maybe they are, but I don't really care because I really like the way it looks. I know the horns in the game are unnecessarily long as well, so I don't really think it looks all that bad, to be honest. But yeah, just look at all the... I don't even know what to say here. I'm just in love with it. I mean, I guess the head itself, like the face itself, is a little bit too small. A lot of people say that this chest is too broad as well, but if you look at Arkham Asylum Batman, he's an absolute beast. Like, his proportions were funky in that game. So I don't really think Todd did any disservice to that model. I think he's just supposed to be really wide. But yeah, custom Batman. sort of ecstatic about how awesome he looks. I guess he's a little bit... So an annoying thing about the McFarlane figures is that they're just a smidge too tall for like what we had prior, you know, DC Direct scale. I don't know, maybe I could shorten the arms a little bit. I don't know, are these separate pieces here? Oh, I think they are, actually. Okay, so I think the pauldrons here are separate pieces, so what one could do, I guess, is to make them go, like this bit, go all the way up here, and then you have like a centimeter off, but I don't know, I just don't feel like it's worth it. I just think he's perfect. So here he is next to some other figures from the Arkham line. So this is a custom DC Direct Riddler, this is a custom Mattel Two-Face, custom DC Direct Penguin, custom, I guess, DC Collectibles Essentials Harley with a custom Arkham head, and then his wave mate, I guess you can call it, the Multiverse McFarlane Joker, which I very much resculpted and repainted because the original was a travesty. And, you know, he is... Like, I'm pretty sure Harvey here is supposed to be a pretty big dude, but Bruce is quite a bit taller. Joker is alright in terms of height, but McFarlane is sort of all over with the head sizes, I feel. Like, Joker's head was so much bigger than Batman's head. And, yeah, it's a bit inconsistent, but I mean, in a collection like mine especially, where I mix pretty much everything, I feel like this works. Like, putting all of these to the side again... I know I've sort of just been gushing about this figure for the past 5 minutes or so, but I'm just so incredibly satisfied with how he turned out. I think he's just beautiful. I mean, I guess you can do, like... Let's pose him. You know, that's like a typical... Actually, I do wish the elbows had a little bit more range, though. It seems like they could do a little bit more here, but they don't even do 90. What exactly is it stopping it? I'm not really sure. Oh, it's the bits here. Okay, so... I mean, I guess that's... You can fix that if you really want to, I guess, but I don't really feel the need for it. It's like a... This sort of looks like... some sort of martial arts pose. I know nothing about martial arts, even though I'm Asian, so... I mean, my old Batman could not do this pose. It just didn't work out. But mostly, for the most part, since I don't actually play with my figures, I mean, I do take some cool pictures from time to time, and I sort of, to be honest, I sort of wish I did play with my figures, but he's just gonna stand around and look good. I mean, I always appreciate articulation, but in the end, I usually don't really end up doing anything with it.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!